Hello! So today I'm going to be doing a Q&A while I decorate this piece of trash. So basically, I'm on this really weird side of TikTok right now where it's like 50% lesbians, like 10% people making fun of the SM6 band, like 10% Free Baron videos, and then the rest is like mom TikTok where they're like cooking and like cleaning, and a lot of it is like making doll houses for their children and like decorating them. I thought I had a dollhouse in my garage, but apparently I don't. I made this out of cardboard and now I'm going to decorate it so that I can feel included. Here are the before shots. It is very trashy, I know. It might look better when it's done. So I'm gonna be decorating them with these things from Michael's. So these were on like big sale. Pro tip if anyone wants some construction paper. These things are usually like 20 each. They were on sale for like $4, so that's good. I asked for questions on Twitter. I have a really random Twitter following, so the questions might be kind of random. So my first question: if you had to choose one bug to eradicate from the face of the planet, which bug would it be? So I think I would choose the mosquito because they bite me a lot and I don't like getting bit. Like, who wants to get bit by mosquitoes? No one. They cause malaria. Without them, we wouldn't have malaria and the world would be a better place without malaria. So mosquitoes gotta go. A lot of people probably pick spiders from this, and I honestly don't think spiders have ever bit me. They just kind of creep me out. So thoughts on the upcoming general election. So they both suck. I totally get that both candidates suck, both major candidates, but I don't think Trump deserves a second term, and I know Biden said that he wouldn't seek a re-election if he gets elected, so I think you should vote for Biden because he's not the best, but I don't think Trump deserves a second term. And I also just don't think Biden could be any worse. I feel like he doesn't have the like mental capacity to make any like decisions in general. So I don't think he can make any bad decisions. So I would say vote for Biden because I feel like that is the better of the two options. If it was like a election where both like candidates were just like average candidates, like okay, then I would totally like consider voting for like a third party to vote for the actual candidate I think is the best. But in this election, I feel like Trump really does not deserve a second term. So I feel like everyone should vote Biden, but if you don't want to vote for him, I guess that's fine. I would strongly suggest considering it. There's a question: what would happen if you sat on your own voodoo doll? I feel like if I sat on my own voodoo doll that I would hurt myself. I would probably like smush myself. Maybe I would die, maybe I wouldn't. I guess that depends on how long I sit on it for. That's what I would think would happen. If you were a soup, what soup would you be? So I've never actually ate this, but I think, ooh, this is not looking good. I've never ate this, but I think if I was a soup that I would be a chicken nochi soup because I've heard a lot of people say that that soup tastes good. So I want to be a soup that like tastes good. Also, I don't like soup. I don't know. I just don't really like liquid foods. I like solid foods. I rarely eat cereal, but I guess cereal is kind of okay for me. Oh god, this is looking so bad. I honestly thought that this would look kind of okay. Someone asked, are you top or a bottom? I wouldn't like to consider myself a bottom. Maybe I am. I feel like I'm not though. I feel like I'm a switch, so that's what I'm going to identify myself as because that is what I want to be. Here is the update so far. This is going to be the bathroom, the bedroom, and then this is going to be like the living room slash kitchen. It's going to be like a 2-in-1 room. I think this side will be the kitchen side and this side will be the living room side. So someone asked this: why do nice people always get stepped on? Then they replied to the tweet again. Watch, I bet no one's gonna even touch this one. Okay, so I really don't even know what to say to that question. Like, I really don't know. So my next question is, are you a frog? I don't know if this has another meaning besides like a literal like frog. If that's the question, no, I'm not a frog. Okay, someone asked, what is on my bucket list? Okay, so I actually do have a bucket list. I could get it out, but I don't want to. I feel like my bucket list has those since I made it, but I want to go to Hawaii someday. I want to go to... I used to want to go to Italy because I saw some pictures of it and I was like, wait, this is pretty. And then I saw a TikTok of a girl from Italy saying that they hate anyone that's not skinny. And now I'm too scared to go to Italy. But you know, I probably would have never gone there anyways. Oh, what's my most controversial opinions? I think I actually have a note with like a few controversial opinions on it. So I like Meghan Trainor. A lot of people hate Meghan Trainor, but I like her music. I don't like Sam and Colby. They have a really big fan base, but I don't like their videos. I don't like Chipotle. I like Little Caesars pizza. A lot of people say that's gross, but I like it. I like time tests because I like time tests in a certain situation. If it's an online class, I think I wrote this while I was in a bunch of online classes, but while I'm in an online class, if they have like a quiz or something that's like timed, I'll just answer it. Like I'll just go through the questions and I'll finish it in like 10 minutes and be like done with it. But if it's not timed, I'll like sit there and overthink so much because I'm like at home in my bed anyways. And I remember there was this one class where like repeatedly over and over again I ended up spending like 6 hours on like every single test. I was spending like 6 to like 20 hours, like genuinely, like not 20 hours like consecutively. Like I would just like close the tab, go to sleep, wake up again because I was like overthinking it so much because it was just unlimited time. I don't know, it was like the questions were confusing, but in my time test I would just do them in like 10 minutes because I didn't care. But when I had unlimited time, it was just too much. It was too much for me to handle. I would just overthink everything and end up spending way too much time on something that I didn't need to spend that much time on. So yeah, I think I ended up getting a B in that class and it wasn't worth it. I spent way too much time on the class. Okay, so someone asked pineapple on pizza. I've said this in every single Q&A I've ever done, I think, but I don't like pineapple on pizza. I actually don't eat anything on my pizza. I eat it plain cheese. I don't even eat pepperonis. So yeah, I'm a picky eater. I only eat chicken fingers, pretty much. That's all I eat is chicken. Why is not? This is so hard. Just kidding. This is not hard work. Someone asked, are you eyeing any congressional campaigns? This is gonna sound stupid. For that question, vote out Lindsey Graham. Vote out who else is up for re-election that everyone hates. Mitch McConnell. I have a list that I'll put on the screen of people you should vote out. Here is the current update. This is the part that would be the kitchen. This is the part that would be the living room. I should have added a wall here because this is like falling, so that's sad. This is the bedroom. I wanted to make like a yellow accent wall instead of the pink one because I didn't have enough of the blue stuff to finish it, but there was no yellow paper. This looks absolutely trashy. This is gonna be the bathroom. I wanted to make it like a beach themed because I had like some beachy ones and a lot of Florida bathrooms are beachy, but now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, this looks bad. Okay, so I have almost no questions left. Okay, I have this one that's called Granola Camp Cookie. That is a 13 Reasons Why reference. So I'm gonna talk about 13 Reasons Why. I hate to admit it, but I've watched all 4 seasons of 13 Reasons Why. The first one came out when I was like 15 or 16 maybe, probably 15. It made me super depressed the first time I watched it. Well, I've only watched the first season once. I've only watched each of the seasons once. But the other seasons didn't make me sad. Some of them were a little shocking. But I wasn't really like sad after them. But the first season did make me sad. I kind of was like, when they announced the 4th season, I'm like, do we need a 4th season? I don't really know. Oh, I should talk about my favorite Netflix shows. For a while, I was keeping up a list of Netflix shows that I was watching. I tried watching Outer Banks. That show was so boring. Like, I can sit through a lot of bad shows. I sat through almost all of season 3 of Riverdale, but that was just so so boring. I think I can see what episode I'm on. It took me several sittings to get to wherever I was, and I just kept stopping because it was so boring. I'm on episode 3, like halfway through. We'll go to the list. I have a list on Twitter of stuff that I've watched during the quarantine. Oh, I've watched Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. I really like this, but I actually have not, like, I didn't binge it for some reason. I binged it at first. I binged like the first season really quick, and now I'm just slowly watching it whenever I'm bored. I feel like it's gonna take me a really long time to watch. I like it, but for some reason I don't like it enough to watch like the whole thing at once. So if I watch it, I watch like 1 or 2 episodes at a time, but I think it's pretty good. I watched Tiger King, but that's old news. No one wants to talk about that. I watched, all of these are so boring. Like, none of these are cool shows. I've watched the Stargirl, what is her name? Grace Vanderwaal movie. I thought that was really boring. I'm sorry, but oh, I've watched Never Have I Ever. I thought that was a really good show. I watched Lady Bird. I thought that was a good show. Kind of gave me PTSD. So she's like in a Catholic school, and I used to go to a Catholic school. Do you know what I hate on TikTok? That weird trend of the like John Mulaney, that like comedy set she had about Timothy Chalamet. Girls will just like be doing nothing but have that in like the background, and it's like, why? The first time I saw someone do that, they were like drawing a picture of Timothy Chalamet, so I was like, okay, that makes sense to use that sound in the background. But now I just see girls doing like their makeup or just like filming like something that has nothing to do with Timothy Chalamet, and they have like the audio of like John's like comedy thing he said about Timothy Chalamet, and I'm like, I don't get it. Okay, so here's the update. This is like on roof vibes. Then we have this. Is that focusing? It's like bricks. So I have it on the side. I only had enough for one side, but you know, that's one side, I guess. Okay, so here's the final update. So this one's supposed to be the bathroom. That right there, there's like this thing of picture frames. That was one of them. So I thought it kind of looked like a mirror maybe. And then this thing I kind of made to look like a sink. So this is the bedroom. That is supposed to be like a bed. And then these things, they're supposed to be pillows. They don't look like it. There's these little things. I put some of the picture frames they had. And then there's these little things that kind of reminded me of posters. So I put them up. Here is the living room. This is a couch I made. Those are some of the picture frames. Okay, there was like nothing there that looked like kitchen stuff, so that was supposed to be like a fridge and something, but there was nothing like in there that looked similar to kitchen stuff, so that was the best I could do.
My wife is in love with this Timothy Chalamet son of a bitch. He's like 21 years old.
Okay, so that is the end of my video. Send me some video ideas because I'm clearly a little bit on the low side right now. I hope you enjoyed my Q&A. Hopefully this was entertaining. And yeah, so follow me on my Twitter and Instagram, add me on Snapchat if you want to. I add every single person back. And my goal here is at 30,000 subscribers, which is not gonna happen because I'm really far away, but I think I'm gonna hit 1 million views soon. Well, not soon, but maybe in like 4 months. Like, my channel views are close to like 1 million views. Okay, so thank you for viewing. If you made it that far, that gives me 1 more view closer to 1 million views. So yeah, that's all I have to say. So goodbye.